Hello everyone, I'm Pankaj and you're watching this video. Why? Because you would like to know how you activate your performance booster, number one, and once you activate your performance booster, how you will navigate through this portal. All right, and how will you go through different content, how will you take the test, and how will you analyze your report. All right, so we'll have a look at that in detail later in the video. All right, so let's get started. What you see right now on the screen, you see that I'm logged in. Okay, you can see the name on the right here, and right above the name you see something called request performance booster. All right, so let's click on that. Okay, there we go. So once I click on request performance booster, it's gonna talk about itself. It's gonna blow its own trumpet, and of course it should, because it's really good. All right, and if you have a look here, it says performance booster, and then it talks about what all it offers to you. So it has, to begin with, to just cover up real quick, it has some concept videos. So it has a lot of videos which you can watch about any content, about whatever chapter you have in science or maths. Okay, and this is available for, just to take you a little back, this is available for all the students that we have for 8th, 9th or 10th standard. All right, and for maths and science. All right, so like I said, the first thing you get is concept videos. So you have a lot of videos to watch and to strengthen your learning. Okay, number one. Number two, you have something called ebooks, and of course it's not earth-shattering to you what ebooks are. It is all online. You can watch, you can read these ebooks anytime for your future reference. You can make note and whatsoever. Now the next option you have is MCQs. You have a lot of assignments, you have a lot of options for test, okay, which you can try and see where you stand. Okay, and then you have something called live classes, and this is something that I love. This is something that I personally love. Why? Because sometimes if you're under the weather, if you cannot make it to the center, or for any XYZ reasons, if you're busy and you can't go to the center, you don't have to worry. What to do is you log in to your classmate, to your portal, and you can click and check the schedule, of course, in advance, and you can book and join the class. All right, cool. So this is the live class. Okay, I'll show you, I'll talk more about it once we move on in this video ahead. Now the next thing that you see here is discussion forum. And I think before we touch upon discussion forum, let me just take you back here on live classes and tell you that when you plan a live class, when you request for a live class, when you join a live class, for example, if you request for it, even if by any chance you miss it, you can still go ahead and watch the recorded class later. Okay, so if you by any chance you miss the live class as well, it's going nowhere. It will all get recorded to your portal. Okay, and you can watch it later anytime. Now coming on to the discussion forum, this is a platform, of course, where you can also have ask about anything that you have on your mind, anything which is puzzling you. You can always ask teachers, or you can also discuss it among your classmates. All right, that's another one. And the last one, but not the least, diagnostic assessment test. So these are amazing. You have a lot of tests, lot of tasks, lot of tests available. You have a lot of assignments that you can do here, and it gives you a detailed analysis, a detailed report of what your gray areas are, where you need to work, and things like that. Okay, so let's move on and let's click on request performance booster part and see what happens. Fingers crossed. Okay, I'm sorry, there we go. So this is the option on the top. We go at the bottom and we click on submit request. Okay, there we go, bingo. So once you click on submit request, it says thanks. It thanks you, of course, and it says the online test, which is DUA, Diagnostic Unit Assessments, will be activated within 2 hours, and the LMS, the Learning Management System, will be activated maximum within 48 hours. That's a maximum that I'm talking about. Usually it gets activated a little early. All right, so, and once it is up and running for you, once it is activated, it will also send you an SMS, okay, on your registered cell phone. All right, so this, so far we have only talked about what LMS is, what DUA is and how you activate it. All right, that's about it. Now, for example, once it is activated after 24 hours or after 48 hours maximum, once it is activated. Now, if you have a look here before we move on, have a look here carefully. There is no option here on the top which says DUA or LMS. You see, there is nothing coming in because here right now the request is not activated. Let's move ahead after maximum 48 hours. Let's look at the screen how it looks. Now, you see, so after the activation, you will get these two options on the top, LMS and DUA, the online test and all that. So let's have a look at the first option first, LMS. Let's click on that. There we go. Once you click on LMS, you will see something like courses, and in courses you see different options: mathematics, physics, in different classes. There we go. Chemistry. Oh my god, this is scary. Let's go to the option called let's go to physics for an example. We will just go inside and see what it has for us. And so once I get into it, you see it's telling me different chapters. Chapter 11, let me find an easy one if I can. Friction. Let's have a look at this one. This sounds a little better. Okay, now once I get into the chapter, you will see that the content that I was talking about, how good and how much it is. It has different things like ebooks. It is PDF, of course. You can click and download and have a look. Okay, and then there are videos here. You can have a look at different things here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So different options to watch videos. And then you at the bottom you have assignment. All right, so you have different things. These all things are only for this specific chapter. Okay, friction. And let's have a look at the first one. Let's watch one of the videos. There we go, and fingers crossed. Okay, so you see, there we go. So we'll pause it. We're not going to watch the entire video. I really do not want to teach physics. So let's go back and let's go back at schedule. Okay, now it's back, and let's go a little more. Okay, there we go. So we are back on the page where we started from, and I went inside here, this class, and we showed we watched one of the videos. Now right next to courses, you also see on the top it says live classes. If you click on live classes, you get to see different classes which are scheduled. All right, so you can join any class which is not, of course, over. You can put a request to join the class, and it shows you the date. It tells you when it begins. It tells you the minutes. It tells you the number of people and things like that. All right, so you can always join these live classes, all right, from the comfort of your home in case you can't make it to the center. All right, so this is how it is. This is the option about LMS, Learning Management System. All right, and we'll go back now. So let's close. I'll just Alright, so now let's have a look at another option which we talked about, which is DUA, which is Diagnostic Unit Assessment. Alright, and if you remember in the beginning of the video we talked about it, and let's click on one of these. This is these are different tests, of course. Let's take an easy one. Let's click on this one. Alright, now you see, now it has the duration is 36 minutes. It has number of questions, and it's going to talk about all these things. And you can always, before you click on proceed to test, you can read these instructions carefully. Once you begin the test, of course, you got to read the instructions carefully. I won't click on this right now, but once you begin the test and once you finish, in the beginning we talked about a detailed analysis, a detailed report, so it will show you once you're done and dusted with your test, it will show your report at the end. And let me show you, I already have it open with me, and I'll show you how it looks like, so that you're familiar with it. And let's go back. a little, and let me change so that you can see it easily. This is how your detailed report will look like. So it will show your name, of course, and the date and rank and stuff like that. And then if you come down, oh, pretty colorful, red is something, of course, we don't like, and green is what you are aiming for. So let's go down, and this is a complete report. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, let me change it again. Okay, so now you see, so this is chapter 8, motion. You can have a look here. It tells you things which are in green, of course. That is something that you're really good at, so good job there. Something which is in yellow, you have to kind of brush up, and something which is in red, you gotta make sure that you pull up your socks. Okay, and so that's about it. This is the detailed analysis. You can always read it in detail and find out where you lack and what you need to brush up and things like that. All right, and for that you definitely always have your teachers around. All right. Okay, so that's about it, and there is nothing much to it. And if you have any questions, of course, you can always get back to your teachers. And thanks for watching this video, and have a good time ahead. Bye bye, take care.